YouTube live. Another live. It's fucking hot as fuck, innit? It's fucking boiling, man. Really hot, innit? So I'm just having a nice little bottle of Blossom Hill Rosé. Who's in here? Who's in the live? Who's tuning in? It's a random one. I ain't really prepared. I ain't really planned. I ain't really fucking scheduled a live. I just thought I'd go live. See how we get on. Shout out to George Floyd. Shout out to Charlie Sheen. How's everyone doing? All right, yeah? Someone says R.I.P. Heavy D and Melvin Hagler. You mean Marvin? Yeah. Someone says Seb Eubank's death, a review. Yeah, YouTube made that video age restricted. You know that video I did about Seb Eubank being dead? I mean his death. Fucking YouTube like made it age restricted for some reason. I don't know why. Some baby thing that is. Who's in here then? Someone says R.I.P. Jimmy Savile. You know Jimmy Savile, yeah? He kind of got away with it, didn't he? He kind of got away with his fucking little sick acts. You know what I mean? You know when you think about it, because he died, you know, before he got punished by the law. Some people say, yeah, but God will punish him in the afterlife, but you don't know if there is an afterlife, you know what I mean? It's the unknown, innit? It's unknown. Everyone all good, yeah? We got Coogan Cassius in here. I am isolating due to COVID. Everyone wish me luck. Yeah, it's not that interesting, that. I'm gonna be honest with you, I ain't got fucking anything to talk about, you know. I ain't got anything to talk about at all. I just thought I'd go live, just a random one. It's a bit late, and it's a bit. Fuck you know. Got a lot of Jimmy Savile comments in here, you know. Time, why don't you talk about Umar, IFL Umar, or Laura Deacon anymore? I don't know, you know what I mean, he kind of got exposed, didn't he? Umar, IFL Umar, he kind of got exposed, didn't he? You know, someone dug up his old tweets, you know, from years ago. I don't know why. He was like looking back through old tweets, you know, from years ago. So, like, I don't know, someone exposed him, and I think Coogan rang me, and he was like trying to get me to like, I don't know why he rang me. He's like, oh, we got to get him back, you know, he made a mistake when he was young, and we need to try and get him back and try and help him to get back on the scene, you know what I mean? But I don't know why he's telling me. It's not like I work for IFL TV anymore. I work for TyFL TV. You know what I mean? So I don't know why he's ringing me, like asking me what we should do about Umar, IFL Umar. So I think Coogan told him to like be safe, you know, lay low. And he's kind of come back, but he's not as interesting, is he? You remember when he first came on the scene with all those women and he was fucking showing off his fancy watch? And his fancy women and having a Nando's with Tyson Fury. How's your Tuesday going? You know, we haven't really seen much of that kind of stuff, have we? He's a bit fucking uninteresting now, isn't he? R.I.P. Tyanbooth, the MTK Global Shiller. Yeah, I keep hearing all this like I'm getting paid from MTK Global. I fucking wish I was getting paid. I'd love to get some of that drug money. I would fucking love to get that drug money. I'd sell drugs myself, you know, if I knew I could get away with it. But I've seen too many people getting locked up. You know, growing up, seeing people doing that, and it's, I don't know, I don't want to get locked up. But I'd love to take drug money, you know, from MTK Global. I'd fucking happily take that and shut my mouth and stop slagging them off. But it's just not true, is it? That fucking YB bitch, he's saying that MTK, they've given me a little BMW, you know, to try and silence me. But I don't drive a fucking BMW. I drive a little car that I've just took to the MOT testing centre and it fucking failed its MOT, you know what I mean? So I had to get a bus back home, you know, while they're fixing it up. So I used to dabble in a few little drugs. I used to sell, I told you, didn't I used to buy coffee powder, yeah, from the shop. It's not actually coffee, it's like, basically if you want a coffee but you haven't got any milk, you use this little powder that you can buy in the shop, and it's like brown powder, and I used to buy that for £1, take it home, and I used to like get little bits of cling film, and I used to wrap up the little bits of brown powder, and I used to ride around on my bike, you know, and sell it to like drug addicts, heroin addicts, you know, and get like 40 quid off them and give them 4 little bits of coffee, you know, in a little bit of cling film. I used to get 40 quid off them, and I used to ride off on my bike, and then they'd notice that it wasn't real and they'd start chasing after me, but they're fucking drugged up, aren't they? So they didn't catch me. Yeah, so fucking, what's the title of this video? Ohara Davies pulls out the race card after England football match. I was just watching his Zoom chat, you know, with one of those IFL fuckers, Razaban, whoever that is. And you know the black critter, he was saying, oh yeah, they put in monkey emojis, they're fucking being racist, they're saying this, they're saying that, they're racist, you know what I mean? But I don't necessarily agree with that at all. You know what I mean? Putting monkey emojis. You know, if I was arguing with a Pakistani man and he was really pissing me off, I would call him the P word. You know, to have a go at Pakistanis, I would call him the fucking P word. You know, to try and really get to him. Even though, you know, I've got some Pakistani friends, you know, and I find some Pakistani women quite attractive. You know what I mean? So I don't fucking hate Pakistanis, but you know, if I was arguing with a little Pakistani man or woman, I'd call them the P word, you know, to try and upset them. And I've got a black auntie, and she's like pro-black, do you know what I mean? She's like Joshua, you know, black people are the superior race. You know, she's like that, you know what I mean? Don't buy from white people's shops. I've got a black auntie who is a black supremacist like Anthony Joshua and fucking Spencer X. Fearon. The fucking knowledge. You know, those guys, they're all like black supremacists, aren't they? But they can't come out and say it, you know, because they work with white-owned corporations like Sky Sports. So they have to try and like hide their racism, don't they? But I've got a black auntie who's a black supremacist, and she tried to steal my dad's land off me. My dad bought some land, you know, and then he died. So I should have inherited the land. But my black auntie, she tried to like get the land signed into her name, you know, pretending that she was the next of kin. So, you know, when I heard this, I confronted her at a family funeral, and she tried to throw a chair at me. And like a few family members broke it up because I was going to knock her out. I was going to fucking smack her on her chin and lay her out. I do hit women, you know, sometimes, you know, if they really deserve it. I do hit women sometimes. So my fucking black auntie who nearly threw a chair at me, I nearly fucking laid her out. But like, you know, if I see her again at another funeral another family funeral, and she starts talking a load of shit. I'm going to call her the N-word, because I know it will really get to her, you know, because she's like a black supremacist. So you just use what you can use, you know what I mean? So these fucking white England supporters, they shouldn't be putting monkey emojis, but I don't know, you just fucking use what you can use, innit? Use what you can use, you know. I've got a couple of gay uncles. One of them died a few weeks ago. But you know, if I ever got into a serious argument with one of my gay uncles, I'd call him the F word. You know, to kind of have a go at homosexuals, I'd call him the fucking F word. You know, to really upset him. You remember Mike Tyson, when he said to that journalist, "I'll fuck you till you love me." It's like I can't even say it, you know, because YouTube are a bunch of pussies. And they made my video that I put up yesterday about Seb Eubank's death. They made it age restricted. So it's like you can't even speak. Yeah, shout out to Sam Smith for the super chat. Ty, do you think Michael Jackson was actually a nonce? Thanks for all the entertainment, Ty. Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for the super chat. Do I think he was a nonce? I don't know, he's kind of slept with kids, didn't he? He said in a documentary, you know, that he slept with some kids, but I don't know if that makes him a nonce, you know what I mean? I remember watching a Mayweather 24/7, and Mayweather, he said that because his dad used to hit him with a belt, you know, and tell him to go to the gym as a kid. And he couldn't play with his friends, you know. When Mayweather got older, he started to become a bit childish and whatever. He started to like try and live out his youth, you know, because he couldn't live it out as a kid because his dad used to be on him all the time. I don't know if Mayweather sleeps with kids. He probably doesn't, does he? But yeah, I don't know. It's fucking boiling here. It's fucking proper hot. Really hot. Have you ever had a Magnum? You know these Magnums, they're like a little alcoholic drink. They're fucking beautiful. But yeah, it's hot as fuck. Shout out to G-Man Boxing for the super chat again. He's got money on it, that G-Man. He's got some serious cash. G-Man Boxing. Do you know what I mean? Every single live he donates. I see him on other lives donating. He's got the bag on it. What do you do? Have you got a YouTube channel? G-Man. Well, thanks for the super chat anyway. Big up Ty. You know Michelle Hall Phelps' jaw. Can't be normal. Love the lives. I know. She's got a fucking strong jaw, hasn't she? But I don't want to make the videos too sexual, you know. But yeah, I don't want to go into it. I wish I could just speak freely. Sometimes I feel like just like doing videos like and just saying anything and like just putting them on a website, you know, so you can see them. But I can't talk about certain things on YouTube, you know, because they'll fucking delete the video. Like when they deleted that video that I did about Tony Beller's gay brother getting married to a man. They fucking deleted it, but it's on my Patreon anyway. Shout out to Sean Malone for the super chat. Just a shout out from the main man. Cheers, bro. Yeah, thanks for that. £15, that's a lot, innit? Just giving me £15 for sitting here and just talking a load of fucking crap. Shout out to Liam Farrak. Sorry if I said that wrong. Thanks for the super chat. Shout out to David Rice, who's recovering from COVID. Be safe. Yeah. Shout out to David. Shout out to Sam Smith. Do you think Michael Jackson was actually a nonce? Oh, I've read this already, Anna. No, that's what I mean. When you've been denied a childhood and you've been hit with a belt, you know, by your dad beats you with a belt. When you get older, you probably want to live that childhood life, you know what I mean? So he was hanging around with that guy, you know, that Macaulay Culkin, you know, Home Alone. It's a good film, innit? So yeah, I don't know. Fuck knows. Who's the dodgiest promoter you've ever met? I say Mick Hennessy. He wasn't really dodgy. He was just fat, wasn't he? He's just fat as fuck. You know, he should try and like, you know, be in better shape. You know, when you're on camera, you know, Eddie Earn, he looks quite smooth, don't he? He looks quite decent, don't he, Eddie Earn? You know, like James Bond. So that's how you should look. You know what I mean? Sex sells. So, you know, if you're going to get on camera, you want to look half decent, don't you? You don't want to be a fat cunt like fucking Mick Hennessy. Why was the Seb Eubank video age restricted? That's what I thought. Because like when YouTube age restricted it, I kind of like looked through the video again, you know, to see if there was anything dodgy there, and there wasn't really. All I said was, that I could think of that was a bit dodgy, was you should wear a condom, you know, when you have sex with a woman, because you don't want to have like illegitimate kids like Nigel Benn did with Harley Benn, and Chris Eubank Sr. had with Nathaniel Wilson, you know, and their kids, Nathaniel Wilson and Harley Benn, they can't really fucking look at their dad. They can't look at him in the eye. Their biological dad, you know, there's a bit of resentment there. And they've had that resentment for over 20 years. They're bitter, aren't they? Nathaniel Wilson and Harley Benn, you can tell they're bitter, you know, when they speak. There's a lot of pain there, isn't there? There's a lot of fucking pain, man. So you have to wear a condom, man. You have to be safe, don't you, and wear a condom, you know what I mean? It's tempting to just fuck a woman without, because it's not natural, is it? Fucking around with a bit of plastic, you know, taking it out of the wrapper and trying to fucking put it on properly. And then sometimes you don't know if you put the condom on the wrong way, do you? Sometimes, you know, the little bit at the end that goes up like that, sometimes that's like going in, so you put it on the wrong way, so you have to take it out and make sure that that bit on the end is on the end. It's fucking messing about, man. It's ruins the vibe, don't it? But yeah, I've tried really hard to avoid getting women pregnant, because, you know, these YouTube videos, it's quite good money, you know what I mean? You know, if you like, you know, that YB bitch, he does like 5 videos a day, don't he? Just putting up any old shit. He's still talking about Billy Joe Saunders quitting, you know, against Canelo. He's fucking milking it, innit? I watched one of his shit videos today, and like, you know, after 1 minute, there was an advert. You know, after 1 minute. So he's in a 25-minute video. After 1 minute, there's a fucking advert. So he's just chucking in adverts, isn't he? He's in his mum's basement, you know, in Devon. He lives on a farm, but he tries to talk like a Cockney gangster. So he's in his mum's basement in Devon, and he's just fucking trolling, you know what I mean? He's trolling, isn't he? He's trolling, man. You know, he's not on camera though, is he? He's trying to hide. You know, if you're gonna troll, you know, be all up in the videos, you know, like Puff Daddy. You know, P. Diddy. He used to like being all in the videos, didn't he? You know, Biggie Smalls. Puff Daddy used to manage him. And you know, when Biggie Smalls like did a music video, you know, Puff Daddy, it'd be all in the videos. you know, trying to get his face on camera. You know, like Gareth A. Davies. You know, in that fucking Coogan's interviewing Eddie Earn, and Gareth A. Davies tries to like hijack the videos, you know, trying to be all in the videos, like Puff Daddy. That's Puff Daddy, innit? You know what I mean? Trying to be all in the videos. So, you know, Suge Knight, it started to really piss him off, you know, seeing Puff Daddy trying to be all in the videos. So, you know, when Suge Knight went to an awards ceremony in New York, the Source Awards, and Suge Knight went on stage, you know, to accept his award, he grabbed the mic and he said, anybody who wants to stay a star and who won't have to worry about the executive producers being all in the videos, all on the records, come to death row. You know what I mean? He was basically dissing fucking P. Diddy, you know, trying to be all in the videos like Gareth A. Davies. So it's, you know, this YB bitch, just fucking get on camera, innit, if you're gonna troll Billy Joe Saunders, calling him Billy Ho Saunders and Billy Joe Surrenders. You know, be all up in the videos like Puff Daddy. Don't be fucking hiding, man. Come on. That's some baby thing. Try and fucking... I missed a super chat. I don't know if I should read out this super chat, you know, because he only gave me like £1.99, so it's... I don't know if it's worth shouting it. I don't know. Fucking... Shout out to Cedric Sniff for the £5. That's a bit more, innit? When you become a millionaire, will you rent a big venue and have a Wolf of Wall Street style party for all of your subscribers? Come on, man. Come on. You know full well I'm gonna fucking do that. You know full well that's my fucking dream here. You know that's my intention. That's exactly what I've got in mind. Because, like, you know, these lives, yeah, they're quite, you know, it's nice to interact with the viewers, you know, and them asking me questions. It's fucking nice, isn't it? So I'm just sweating, man. Wiping my sweat on this fucking teddy bear. Yeah, you know this teddy bear, yeah? This is a new teddy. You know, if you watch my old videos, this teddy didn't appear in the videos. This teddy here, he wasn't all in the videos like Puff Daddy. But you know, a fucking woman who was obsessed with me, a woman that I used to call one of society's rejects, she seen that I had another teddy bear in the video that a woman bought me, one of my exes, and she got a bit jealous. So she came round one time, this reject, and she got rid of the teddy that my ex gave me, and she fucking tried to replace it with this one here. And she took the old teddy and like fucking threw it in the bin. You know what I mean? So it's... Don't be fucking taking anything from here again and throwing it in the bin. Don't be fucking taking anything from me and putting it in the bin. You know what I mean? But yeah, as far as like renting out a hall and having all my subscribers come round and we get a load of strippers and a load of whores, you know, like Michelle Whore Phelps, you know, we get a load of fucking women, a load of drugs, a load of alcohol. We'll get a few fucking magnums, you know, these. Have you had one of these before? They're really nice. So yeah, we'll do it all, man. We'll do it all. People who watch my videos have kind of resulted in me nearly hitting the £1 million mark. So for me to like hire a venue and hire a load of whores like Michelle Whore Phelps and a load of alcohol and a load of fucking coke, come on, of course I'm gonna do that. Shout out to the subscribers. R.I.P. Joe Rogan. You know, when I first seen that message, not today, like about 2 years ago, I seen it on someone's live. Someone said R.I.P. Joe Rogan, and I started panicking. Because I like Joe Rogan, he's quite good, isn't he? He covers like a lot of topics. You know, he just doesn't talk about Joshua Fury or fucking Tyson Fury, Beyonce Wilder arbitration and Kell Brook Amir Khan. So Joe Rogan, he's got more about him, hasn't he? You know, than these YouTube boxing fuckers. He's got more about him, so I like him. I'd love to get on one of his shows, but I'm not fucking... It's all about levels, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's all about levels, man. You have to be fucking realistic, man. It's levels, innit? I might be able to get on True Geordie's podcast. Maybe not. Maybe Eddie Earn got on there, didn't he? And he's got 1 million subscribers, 1 million viewers on a fucking Instagram. So he's... I don't know, I don't even know if I'm on the level of a True Geordie, but he gave me a little shout out, didn't he? In one of his videos, so I'm quite grateful. Tyan is the realist in boxing. Facts. Yeah, thanks for that. Pound for pound TV. The thing is though, like, I've always said I'd be fake. You know, if the money was there for me to be fake. You know, if Adam Smith said to me, right, I want you to be a pundit, you know, on Sky Sports. You know, in Sky Sports were like the head of the game as far as boxing. They fell off now, aren't they? Sky Sports are nothing now as far as boxing goes. They're irrelevant, aren't they? They're fucking irrelevant now. They're just like whatever. Like fucking Sky Sports boxing. Like, who gives a fuck? No one cares now. You fucking whatever. But you know, if Adam Smith offered me a job on Sky Sports, you know, in Sky Sports were at their prime, and said, I'll give you £200,000 a year. I'll pay for your accommodation to travel around the world and stay in fancy hotels with a load of nice, sexy ring-card girls. And after the shows, you can get drunk and snort cocaine, which I heard Matthew Macklin does, by the way. I did hear that. I heard it from a reliable source. So if I was fucking offered that chance to snort coke, get drunk, fuck some nice ring card girls, my hotel's paid for, of course I'm gonna fucking take it. Even if I have to say that Tony Bellew is technically better than Usyk, and Kell Brook will stop Golovkin in 3 rounds. You know, and all that Johnny Nelson stuff. I'd fucking say all that for the money. I don't care. You can call me a sellout on Twitter all you want. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'd be getting the bag, 200 grand a year, and fucking ring card girls and snorting coke after the show with Matthew Macklin, who conveniently set up MTK Global, didn't he? Do you know what I mean? It's interesting, isn't it? Yeah. There's definitely a connection there, isn't there? Matthew Macklin and fucking Daniel El Chapohan. Yeah, someone says, Krugan has achieved what you wish you could. Ha 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 ha. Laughing face. Ha ha ha. Yeah, Krugan has achieved what you wish you could. Ha ha ha. Well, you say that. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't exactly know what you mean. Like, what do you mean is achieve what I could? Like, what? I'm getting paid to sit here, drink fucking Echo 4s or Blossom Hill. Didn't have any Echo 4s in the shop. I'm getting paid to sit here, just talk a load of crap, make money, just fucking... Yeah, Krugan's doing his thing, innit, Krugan? He's getting his posse and views, innit? But Coogan's not free. I remember one time when Coogan was like ringing me up, yeah. You know, when me and him were little fake mates. And he was like, oh, you know, I've been doing YouTube videos for 10 years and, you know, I'm not really in control of my content. You know, YouTube could just shut me down at any minute. So I'm not fully in control. Yeah. And he was sounding really depressed and sad, and I don't know what he's... Coogan's not free, basically. He's, you know, when he's interviewing people, he has to like try and bite his tongue, and he can't fully say what he wants to say. When he's interviewing Anthony Joshua, Coogan really wants to say to Joshua, Tyson Fury will fucking school you. He will fucking run rings around you. Even though Tyson Fury was like hiding behind the barrier. You know, when Billy Joe Saunders' dad, Tom Saunders, with the red vest, was getting fucked up. Tyson Fury was kind of hiding behind the barrier on it, but I think he will still fuck up Joshua, and Coogan knows it, but he'll never say it. So Coogan's not free. He's like a little slave. He's like a little prisoner. He's got to fucking nod his head at bullshit that he doesn't agree with. And he's got to tell me to be safe. You know, instead of saying, I'll cave your fucking head in. Coogan's not free to say exactly what he wants. But you know me, I'm free. I can say anything, and that's fucking priceless to me. I don't have to fucking bow down to Daniel El Chapahan or Eddie Earn to try and get access. I say whatever the fuck I want to say. And that is priceless. Yeah, shout out to Shabe. I know I fucked up his name, you know. I hate fucking up names. But yeah, shout out to Shoaib for the super chat. He gave me a $5. That's a nice amount of money, innit? I want to get to 1 million, you know, by the end of the year. That's my goal, you know what I mean? We'll get this year out of the way, we'll get 1 million, and then like next year, we'll try and press on to 10 million. Yeah? And you can fucking do that as well. You can fucking do it, man. You can get out of Amazon. I used to be in Amazon, putting boxes on top of other boxes, and it's no good. But yeah, shout out to Shoaib for the £5 super chat. Tyan, who do you think would win? Prime Andre Ward or Canelo? Also, has the Skype wanker got the fastest hands you've seen up close in boxing? A few questions here, aren't there? Andre Ward, Canelo. It's hard to know, innit? How do you know? Like what? Fucking Joshua against George Foreman. You know, wins that in their prime. You know, it's hard to know, innit? I don't like to think about it. It's because you're never gonna know, are you? That's what I mean. You know, some women who are nice, like, you know, when you see a woman walking and you think she's quite nice, you're better off looking away because you're not going to be able to fuck her, like, unless you, like, try really hard. Because she's in demand, you know what I mean? It's all about levels, innit? You know, to get a woman who's, like, really, really nice, who's on, like, a high level, you have to fucking take them to Nando's, buy them food, buy them drinks, you know, be tall, dark, handsome, have a big dick, have a fucking good salary, have a nice car, have a good sense of humour, you know, all this shit. It's a lot of boxes to be ticked in it, so sometimes you have to just, whatever, just go on Viva Street, you know, and pay for it. Some woman just messaged me about 2 days ago and she was like, yeah, I really like your videos. Yeah, I really like them. They're really funny. And you know what they say? Men can laugh a woman into bed. You know what I mean? And she's sending me all these fucking videos of her pussy and her tits. I wish I could show you now, but YouTube, they're a bunch of pussies, aren't they? So, but this woman here, she's like really getting into the videos, and she's sending me a load of fucking pussy videos, and she's asking me to go and see her, but it's one of them. It's money over bitches. I could have gone to see her today, but like, you know, the money I've made from this life. Shout out to the people who have donated, but you know, the money that I've made from this life, I could afford to pay for about 10 of those kind of women who have been sending me videos of her cunt. So you have to go where the money is, you know what I mean? If I would have gone to see her in a fucking hotel and spent money on the hotel and bought her a load of drinks, I'd be down financially. So you have to go for money, don't you? You know, the Black Quitter, he said that he used to be a bit silly, you know, he used to have women like messaging him, you know, saying that they wanted him to take them to the best hotels and the best restaurants, you know, the 5-star hotels. And the Black Quitter, he said that he used to pay for women to stay in nice 5-star hotels with him and stuff like that, you know, chucking money down the drain. The Black Quitter, he hasn't really made that kind of money, you know, to be chucking it around like that. You know, he's won a little silly belt, a little fake WBC belt, so he's not in a position to be taking a load of women to 5-star hotels. And just get rid of him. You know what I mean? Money over bitches. Like I say, the money that I've made from this live today, I can afford to pay for about 10 women. 10 of those women, you know, the woman who sent me a fucking video of her pussy. So you have to go where the money is, don't you? Yeah, shout out to James Cobain for the £5 super chat. Who do you think wins, Jake Paul or Woodley? What, in a boxing match? I don't know, Jake Paul, he's knocking him out, innit? He's fucking... I'd love to fight him, but I'm not on that level, am I? You know, this little shit YouTube channel that I'm doing now, TFL TV, it's all well and good, innit? But I don't know, I need to step it up. Did I tell you that I went to go and see a witch? I went to go and see a witch, you know, a couple of weeks ago. I went to try something a bit different. And I went to go and see a witch. And we had a little chat and that, and the video will be up in a few weeks. But I just wanted to try something different because boxing's limited, innit? It's a bit boring, innit? It's fucking dead. Joshua Fury. Sorry, I missed the super chat. I'm just trying to find it. Shout out to Moeeb for the super chat. Shout out to Moeeb for the super chat. Say Alhamdulillah. Free speech and that. Oh, you trying to get me to convert to Islam, yeah? Got a few Muslim friends and we fucking debate all the time, and I try and say to them like, you're only a Muslim because your parents are from Pakistan. But you know, if your parents were from India, you'd be a Hindu. You know, and you'd be saying that Islam's a load of shit. You know, if your dad was Carl Froch, who believed in the flat earth, you'd be fucking saying that the earth is flat like Carl Froch, and Lee the alcoholic Froch. You'd be saying Islam's a load of shit. So I have debates with my little Muslim mates all the time, you know, whose parents are from Pakistan, and I just say to them, you're only a Muslim because of where your parents are from. You know what I mean? Come on, man. If your parents were from Israel, you know, like that Jew, Eli Sekbak, you know, you'd be a Jew. You'd be saying Islam's a load of shit. So you can't all be right, can you? It's fucking weird, innit, how wherever your parents are from, that is definitely the true religion. You know what I mean? Just stop being silly. Stop being fucking naive, man. Stop being immature. It's like believing in Santa Claus, innit? At the age of 25. Just stop being immature. Stop believing in the tooth theory. You know what I mean? You have to fucking... Alright then. I used to do religious studies at university, yeah? And, alright then. I've read the Quran in English, but the Quran was written in Arabic. So for me to get the true meaning of the Quran, I'd have to learn Arabic. But how long is that going to take me? So I spend a few years learning Arabic, yeah? Then I read the Quran in Arabic. But then you've got like Muslims who have got like different beliefs. You've got the Sunnis and you've got the Shias. So you've got Muslims who don't agree, who don't fully agree. So why are you telling me that Islam is the true religion when you can't even agree yourselves, amongst yourselves? So say if I spent years learning Arabic and then I read the Quran and I get to the end of the Quran, I still don't know which way to go. Do I go the Sunni route or the Shia route? Which one do I go to? And then a little Jew like Eli Sekbak will come along and say, oh, Islam's a load of shit. It's all about Judaism. You know, come and read the Jew books. So then I have to learn how to read in Jew. And how long is that going to take me? So then I eventually learn how to read in Judaism. I read the Jewish books. And then a little Indian will come along and say, oh, Judaism and Islam's a load of shit. It's all about Hinduism. Read our books. So then I have to learn fucking Hindu. How long is that going to take me? I ain't got time for this shit, man. I ain't got time. And then Carl Froch will tell me that there isn't a God and the earth's flat. So then I have to fucking look into all that flat earth bullshit that Carl Froch and Lee the alcoholic Froch believe in. You know, how long is it going to take me? And then by the time I've studied everything, I'm 80 years old and I'm nearly dead. And I've spent all my life trying to find out what's the truth. And I still might not fucking know the truth. So sometimes you have to just enjoy life, man. Stop worrying about the afterlife. Life's too short, innit? Heavy D. Heavy D. Who else has died at a young age? DMX, he was only about 50, wasn't he? You know what I mean? He's got a lot of good songs. I was listening to some DMX songs about 2 nights ago, drunk. You know, really getting into them. So yeah, just fucking enjoy yourself, man. Just forget all this fucking religion and all this afterlife shit and all this flat earth bullshit. Just fucking enjoy yourself, man. Let me read some of these comments. Shout out to Graham Aitken for the super chat. Tyan, who wins, Josh Taylor or Terence Crawford? I don't think about these fights anymore because they're probably not going to happen, are they? How many top heavyweights have we got? Joshua Fury, Beyonce Wilder, Andy Ruiz and Dillian White. But you can never ever imagine Dillian White and Tyson Fury fighting, can you, realistically? You can, if you had to put your life on the line and say whether or not Deontay Wilder and Dillian White are going to fight, you'll probably say no, they won't. You know what I mean? So you're probably never going to see these fights. So Joshua Taylor, Terence Crawford, who do I think will win? I don't really think about it. I believe it when they're on their fucking way to the ring. You know what I mean? And that's it. Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, Kell Brook, Amir Khan, fucking Joshua Fury. It's all bullshit, innit? Boxing's dying out. It's on its last legs. UFC. Conor McGregor with his fucking bent leg like Krogan, sitting on the floor. I was boxing the bleeding head off him. And then I fell on my leg like Anderson Silva. Fucking hell, that's funny, innit, that? McGregor. I'd love to be mates with him. You remember when he punched the old man in the pub? I like that kind of thing, you know. Maybe not old men, but... Shout out to Paul123 for the £2 super chat. Seb Eubank lacked the Warriors code. He lacked the Warriors code. Yeah, is that what you think? He lacked it, I don't know. Yeah, these guys were brought up posh, weren't they? Chris Eubank Jr., Seb Eubank, fucking... What's her name? Emily Eubank, Chris Eubank Sr.'s daughter. You know, they've been brought up posh, haven't they? She's with Frank Smith. You know, who's like Eddie Earn's rent boy. So, he's got money on it. What's he called? Frank Smith. So, yeah, these people... Chris Eubank, Seb Eubank... Harley Ben, who lost to a guy who didn't have any wins and 16 losses. You know, they're not really cut out for it, man. Eubank beat me, but I'm a nobody. You know what I mean? I'm a little fucking nobody. So he should be beating me at 4 days' notice. That's not an achievement, is it? It's not an achievement, man. It's not an achievement. He's 31 years old. I don't want to have a go at him, you know, because his brother died and that. But it's just true, innit? You're 31, you've got a little IBO belt. You haven't really done that well. You know, and all you've had to do is train. You haven't had to work in Amazon like me. And Harold Graham. Harold Graham works in Asda. Did you know that? Yeah, he works in Asda. Shout out to School Foggery for the super chat. Would you push Gerald McLennan around for 1 day for epoxy £2,000? What, in his wheelchair? Yeah, I'd do that. Yeah, of course I would. I don't really like him, you know, he was cruel to animals, wasn't he? But push him around for the money, yeah. Yeah, what do you think of this live? Shall I fucking wrap it up? I'm gonna wrap it up, I think. I might go live again in about 5 minutes, you know, try and milk the ad revenue. You know, so I get a little payday, you know, for my second live. I might milk it. Shout out to Paul123 for the £5 super chat. Eubank only wishes Barry McGuigan commentated Seb's final moments. What do you mean by that? Like, what do you mean by that? Paul123 with the super chat, the £5 super chat says, Eubank only wishes Barry McGuigan commentated Seb's final moments. What are you saying about that? What the fuck? What's all that about? Am I missing something or something? I don't know what you mean, mate, to be honest with you. I don't know how he died. I know he died in the sea or on the beach or something. Someone said he had a heart attack. Someone said this and that. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, shout out to Faye Ahmed. You know what? I'm going to wrap it up, but I'm probably going to do another live in about 5 minutes. Tyrone was able to leave Amazon when he got that MTK money. Do you think they're really going to give money to me? I've been dissing them for about 2 years. You know what I mean? I've had people who are associated with MTK Global, like Billy Joe Saunders, you know, messaging me saying, just stop having a go at him. Seriously, just do it. Just stop having a go at him. Do me a favour and just stop having a go at MTK Global and Daniel L. Chapan. you know, but I still kind of keep it going, don't I? It's all right, Billy Joe Saunders saying that, and I like him. You know, he gave me £20, didn't he? But I want the bag, so I'm not really. You know, if I just sit here and say, yeah, stay humble, yeah, fucking, less talk, more action, yeah, fucking, what else does Joshua say? It was so nice I had to do it twice, you know what I mean? Joshua is he's a bit corny, isn't he? So, right, I'm going to wrap it up, you know, I need a piss. But it's been nice having a little chat with you. Thanks for the donations and for watching, subscribing. Someone just gave me a super chat, £2. But thanks for that. Have a good one. Be safe, yeah? Be safe. Rama Nathan and all that fucking Coogan's watching, isn't he? You know, discreetly. He's trying to pretend he's too good to watch, but I know you're in here somewhere, man. And he's coming to Sheffield next week. You know Ryan Rhodes, you know the Spice Boy. He's interviewing John Fury. He's doing like an evening with John Fury, and Coogan's like the host. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna turn up. You know, and see how Coogan's getting on, you know what I mean? See how he's... Be safe. You wish you had Coogan's money. This guy's trolling me. This guy's proper pro Coogan, isn't he? He's fucking... You wish you had Coogan's money. I looked at Coogan's accounts, you know, on a website called Company's House, and it said he's worth 20 grand. Come on, man. 20 grand, Coogan, come on, man. He's hiding drug money, innit? He's fucking hiding that drug money, innit? So he's trying to avoid the tax man. He's trying to avoid the police, you know what I mean? Coogan's worth more than 20 grand. This channel's worth a lot more than 20 grand, and Coogan's got like over 600,000 subscribers, so he's trying to hide drug money and he's doing a bit of money laundering. But money's money. Like I say, I'll take drug money. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. It's a bit immoral, innit? But it don't matter. Right, I'm gonna wrap it up. We'll go live in a minute, yeah. Thanks for watching, yeah? Thanks for that.